Hello everybody, I'm really excited to tell you about our latest property offering, which is 5 plots in the exclusive State Lodge area. Now, before we get into all of that, my name is Natasha and I am the founder and director of Diaspora Connect. And on this channel, I like to give you information and inspiration on the Zambian real estate market. So guys, we have 5 plots that are available in the State Lodge area. So first of all, I just want to talk about the area State Lodge. Now, when I say State Lodge, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Now, you know, some agents will tell you that a place is near somewhere and then you're driving and driving and driving and you're getting further and further away. But we timed this place and it is under 2 minutes to get here from the gate of State Lodge, as in where the president lives. So that's why I say it really is in the State Lodge area. Now, I want to also talk about the road network getting here. It is tar all the way. It is beautiful. The roads have recently been done, so it is a wonderful drive. Now, once you get into this place, there is an access road that is 250 meters of dirt. But otherwise, to leave, to come, it's all tar. Now, the other thing that I love about this place is the beauty and the serenity. And I hope that you can see the background. But there is so much natural vegetation here. There are so many beautiful old trees. It is so peaceful. You can actually hear the birds singing. And I know it's hard to capture this on camera, but there are so many butterflies that are flitting and flying all around us. So I just think it's such a haven of peace. This is the type of place where when you come home, you feel nature just lifting you up. All right, so you guys know, if you've watched any of my other videos, when I'm promoting a property, I like to sit down and I like to talk to the owner or a representative of the estate that we're marketing. Now, in this case, I wasn't able to do that because the vendor is actually based in the Copperbelt and we are still in the middle of the whole coronavirus situation. But I did ask Dr. Piri to send us some of his thoughts about this place because I want you to get to know him as the vendor and I want you to hear his thoughts about this place.
Well, my name's Dr. Kautemba Piri. I'm a medical doctor in Kitwe, Zambia. I've been here since 1993. I came to own the land through my father. My father was the first, or one of the first town and country planners in Lusaka. And he found this beautiful land, I believe it was around 1970, in Leopard's Hill, what is now known as New Kasama. And he found the beautiful streams, beautiful land. And so he bought it way before anyone else got it. And in those days, it was at a very good price. And unfortunately, he passed on last year, and the land was divided, and that's how come I got this beautiful portion of land. Well, the land, it's one of the most beautiful lands to be honest, I have come across because of its landscape. It has a very beautiful landscape. When I go there, I see how so many people can do so many things on it. It's got features of a bit mountainous, but some flat lands. It's got a stream, even though it is a seasonal stream. In other words, only when it rains, that's when the water passes through it. But it has got furrows and it's got some beautiful rocks. I tell you, when you see it, you think that it's a land. Anyone who has a mind of imagination can do all kinds of beautiful things on that land. And the land is just next to newly tarred roads, and it's actually next to State Lodge, just really 100 meters from State Lodge. And it's a very secure land. In other words, security is there because of State Lodge. We've never experienced any major issues there since I grew up on that land from 1973. We've been there, so we've never experienced anything major. The reason why I'm selling the land is simple. My life, my whole family, we moved to Kitwe. That's where we are. And we feel that this is where we need to invest our future. Right where I am now, I run a clinic, and we need to invest to build the clinic to be a more modern and beautiful hospital. We need to invest in the projects that we have in Kitwe, and that's really the main reason. Not that we really wanted to just get rid of land because of issues, but simply because we want to invest in Kitwe. That's where my heart is, and my life is. And I want to encourage you. I think this is the best time to buy land, because land always gains value. It does not lose. It always gains value. And in that area, we've seen over the years it gaining value. Government ministers and people of power like that area. So we know that it will continue gaining value. And while the kwacha, I would say the value of the kwacha is low, it's the best time for you to buy that land. And so that's the reason why I'm selling it. And may God bless you. Thank you.
So now let's get into the plots itself. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, there are 5 plots. 4 of those plots are 3,100 square meters, and those are starting at $35,000. And then there's one larger plot which is 3,500 square meters, and that is starting at $39,500. Okay, so get in touch with me if you want more information about that. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that one of the things that I'm always very strong about is title deeds. So this entire property is on title, and each one of these 5 plots has its own survey diagram. That means that when you finish paying, it'll be no hassle at all for the property to be transferred into your name. There'll be no long stories about that. Alright guys, now you know that I like to keep it 100 with you. I like to tell it how it is. This location, literally being 2 minutes away from State Lodge, is beautiful. It is perfect. But this is a property where you are going to have to invest. Now, if you know anything about State Lodge, if you know anything about New Kasama, then you will know that water is a problem here. Or you might not know anything about State Lodge and New Kasama, but water is a problem here. So the owners of the 5 plots will have to dig a communal borehole. It's just the way it has to be around here. The other thing that I want to mention is that there is a dirt road, which is an access road for all the plots. Now, this is something that will have to have a culvert. It will have to be maintained. And as owners of the plots, you may want to put some gravel just to reinforce the road. But I'm telling you guys, if you have a vision for a place where you want to live and build the home of your dreams, it is here. I have seen many properties in a more bush-like state than this one being transformed into something exceptional and beautiful. A lot of the work is already done because, as I mentioned, the road network to get here is A class, and because the location is pretty good. So now I want to tell you about what's happening in the neighborhood, what is available in the vicinity of State Lodge. So of course State Lodge is off Leopards Hill Road, and there is a 10-kilometer stretch of this road which has so much happening that I want to tell you about. So there are quite a few shopping malls, and the first one that we're at right now is the Aquarius Lifestyle Center. It's a bit quiet, but like I said, there are lots of other shopping malls that you can go to. But what I like about this place is the restaurants. It's got a steakhouse, it's got a seafood restaurant, and it also has an Asian bistro. So that is a big plus if you like to eat out. Now, just down the road is the Village, which is a really like cozy neighborhood mall, and it's got so much packed into a small space. It's got an arts and crafts shop, it's got the restaurant. Excuse the noise in the background, there's so many trucks going past. But it's got a pharmacy. It's just your neighborhood place where you want to go, you want to catch a bite before you go home. Maybe you want to get some medicine or something. It's got everything there. And then of course right at the end, right at the crossroads, there is Crossroads Mall, and that has all your utility shops, your Zesco, your Lusaka water. It's also got a big supermarket where you can do your big shop. So you guys, there's a lot of convenience along this road as you're going towards the plots. So if you're thinking about having good services and amenities close by the State Lodge plots, I can guarantee you they are in close proximity. The other thing that I want to talk about are the schools. There's so many schools along this road, starting with American International School. There's also the Naledi School. There's actually a boarding school, Crested Crane Boarding School along this road. And the great thing is it's also home to University of Lusaka campus. So there's even a university in the area. And then right at the end, opposite Crossroads Mall, is Lakewood School. And this is one of the oldest private schools in the country. So that's also within the area. Now let's not forget about keeping fit, guys. That's so important. And you can do that in this area as well. There are two really good gyms. One is Oxy Gym and one is Amaka Gym, which I used to go to myself. I used to do CrossFit. I stopped because it was way too hard. But all of that is in the area. So I'm just trying to give you a sense of what makes the State Lodge plots such a good buy, because not only do you have your malls, your restaurants, your supermarkets, but you also have the health and fitness side of it as well. The other thing is that there is an event venue which is close by. It's called Ananda. There's also laundry services close by. There are also those liquor shops for those of you who want to get a little something to drink on your way home. So this is just again to explain to you all the great things that are available in this area. So there guys, there you have it. I hope I've given you a really good sense about the location of these plots, the size of these plots, and what is happening in the area, the amenities that are close to these plots. I think that this makes this a really good investment if you're looking for a place where you can get away from it all. You can have that peace and quiet and serenity, but at the same time, literally down the road, less than 10 kilometers away, you've got everything that I have just described. So if you would like to know more, then please get in touch with me. All of my details are in the description box below. If you like this video, if you found it interesting, then don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe so that you don't miss any of our videos. And if you think you know somebody in your community who might be interested in buying property at home or might be interested in the State Lodge plots, then share this video with them. Until then, I will see you next time.